The rich family finally acknowledged the actress's daughter, but they insisted she strip in front of everyone to be allowed inside. I am one of the entertainment industry's most popular celebrities. One day the Holmes family, the richest family in Hemingville, comes to me and tells me I am one of them. The day I return home, the city's paparazzi follow me to capture every second of my return. When I arrive at the Holmes residence, my adoptive sister stops me from entering. We've looked into you and found out that you shot to fame after starring in an adult film. The Holmes family has its rules. You have to change your clothes in public before you can step foot in here. Dad said that I am the one who calls the shots when he and Jason aren't at home, so I hope you can understand me. In my past life, I would have acted cautiously and adopted a lowly stance for the sake of my image, but I've been reborn. I kick aside the things in my way and shove Nancy Holmes aside. How ridiculous. You'd better stop and think whether you are worthy of telling me what to do. How dare you ask me to strip in public? I am insured from head to toe. You can't afford to pay me back if you even touch a hair on my head, and you call yourself the heiress of the family, huh? I'd like to see you grovel at my feet and beg me later. As soon as the words left my mouth, the paparazzi swarmed us, the flashes of their cameras nearly blinding everyone in sight. The reporters immediately bombarded me with questions, thrusting their microphones forward aggressively. Alicia, is it true that you are the long-lost heiress of the Holmes family? One reporter shouted, another demanded. Did you storm in here today because you were angry at Nancy for stealing your position? This hot temper of yours doesn't match your usual sweet public image, does it? The sharp questions hit me like bullets, and I felt myself drowning in their relentless assault. In my previous life, I had meekly submitted to Nancy Holmes, letting her take what should have been my rightful place in the Holmes family. Yet she had not only stepped on me to rise to power, but continuously spread rumors about my supposedly scandalous personal life. In the end, I ended up dying from depression due to cyberbullying. Nonetheless, now that I had been reborn, I refused to be anyone's stepping stone. Nancy stood there stunned for several minutes by my confrontational attitude. I walked past her, wanting to ignore her presence. However, she grabbed me and blocked my path. She said, Clarissa, the whole family would welcome you back, but you can't just disrespect the Holmes family like this. Your first hit movie showed every single part of you. Dad was furious when he found out. Someone as dirty as you needs to be thoroughly cleansed before allowed entry. Let's start with your clothes. As she reached out to grab my clothes, I slapped her forcefully and shouted, don't you dare! I added, even if I wasn't to Holmes, I am still $1 million celebrity. I am warning you, if you touch me again, we'll settle this in court. Nancy held her cheek, glaring at me furiously. How dare you? Sensing the drama they craved, the paparazzi shoved their microphones toward Nancy. Rissa is a top celebrity, or ain't you happy to have such a famous sister? One asked. Since Rissa is biologically a Holmes, don't you think you are being a bit harsh? Nancy suddenly chuckled, the cunning gleam in her eyes in sharp contrast to her sincere tone. Of course I am happy to have a sister, but this is Dad's decision. She continued, besides, I am about to debut in the industry myself, but I know what's appropriate and what isn't. I would never sell my body for attention. So, neither of us is better than the other as her sister and the Holmes family heiress. I am simply trying to teach her our family standards, Nancy added. Here's wet until the Holmes family actually acknowledges you. Right now you are just a cuckoo playing play pretend in someone else's house. Nancy trembled with rage but dared not touch me in front of the cameras. I smirked, fixing my hair. What's wrong? Why's this supposed to be a family reunion? If you won't accept me, I'll leave. The paparazzi jumped at the opportunity. One asked, we heard the Holmes family initiated this reunion, so why are they shutting Rissa out now? Are they really looking down on her critically acclaimed art film? Another pressed, do rich people just not understand art? Nancy turned pale, her lips quivering without forming words. Just then the Holmes family senior butler rushed in, addressing Nancy first. Mr. Holmes, senior saw the remores and said he'll be back soon. Then he turned to me with contempt in his voice.